If you want to see stories about the most popular sport in the world, you should definitely watch our picks for the best football movies. We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. Bend It Like Beckham.
Where do you normally play?
In the park.
I mean, what position?
Oh, sorry, I usually play all over, but up front.
Bend It Like Beckham is a romantic comedy sports film written and directed by Gurinder Chadha and stars Parminder Nagra, Keira Knightley, and Jonathan Rhys Meyers. This partly social commentary, partly coming of age, partly sports journey explores the inner conflicts between cultures and how the younger generations suffer from it. This is true for young Jess, daughter of a strict Indian family who desperately wants to play football against the will of her parents. But great talent must be followed, even when holding a secret.
I've never seen an Indian girl into football.
I didn't even know they had a girls' team here.
It's all her fault. I used to play for the men's club, and she used to hang around here whining that there was no team for her to play on.
Oh, I wasn't whining.
Number 9. Goal.
I'll think twice about doing it again.
Oh, you didn't like me, man?
I don't, but my sister over there to get upset if you got hurt. She thinks you look like Antonio Banderas.
Goal is a sports drama film directed by Danny Cannon and stars Kuno Becker, Stefan Dillane, and Anne Friel. Improving on the classic sports movie formula with thrilling impressions of its sport with smart execution, Goal follows a Mexican cook dreaming of becoming a successful football player. But with a disapproving father and not enough chances, his dreams fade away until he might get one last great chance to make it into England and play for a professional team.
Vámonos, pásala, pásala. Échala. He's quite a player.
Oh, yes, he is.
Number 8. Fever Pitch.
This is the worst day of my life. 18 fucking years and they blow it on the last weekend of the season.
Fever Pitch is a romantic sports comedy film directed by David Evans and stars Colin Firth, Ruth Gemmell, and Mark Strong. Being obsessed with sport is one thing. Being obsessed with sport while only watching it from far away is another. But that might change for football-loving teacher Paul, who is granted an unlikely chance evolving into a shaky mess. He befriends a team that hasn't won a cup in 18 years, but that might change soon.
2 home wins, could be champions Tuesday night, imagine. What are we going to do?
Drink, I expect.
Yeah, I can't think about it in bed at night, otherwise I can't sleep. Champions! You have to tell you about everything you ever said about
Yeah, I will. Tuesday night.
Number 7. Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer is a Hong Kong sports comedy film directed by Stephen Chow and stars Stephen Chow, Zhao Wei, Ing Man Tat, and Patrick Tsay. The way football is played in this utterly ridiculous representation is so way over the top and impossible that it becomes irresistibly brilliant. We follow a group of kung fu fanatic friends who are planning to win some money in a major football tournament. Mixing football with martial arts, the results are hyper-stylized and purely fascinating.
You're crazy!
This is a test game! If you can't stand up to these fools, you don't deserve to play soccer!
We came here for a game, not to fight a war!
This game is war.
Number 6. The Miracle of Bern.
Das ist ja noch nicht begriffen. Wir können hier Weltmeister werden. Und ihr habt nichts Besseres zu tun, als hier rumzuzanken.
The Miracle of Bern is a sports drama film directed by Zenke Wortman and stars Louis Klamroth, Peter Lohmeyer, and Peter Franke. This uplifting, real-life-inspired legendary tale is a story of belief, passion, and the strength of family. After spending years as a prisoner of war, traumatized Richard reunites with his family in Germany and fails to relate to his football-loving son. But as the 1954 World Cup in Switzerland comes closer, a journalist and his wife will experience wonder as the sport and family come to life.
Die Ungarn sind wütend. Zu Beginn der zweiten Halbzeit werden sie noch mal über euch herfallen. Also passt auf. Ihr müsst noch einmal 45 Minuten lang brennen. Kämpft, kämpft!
Number 5. The Keeper.
Meine Herren, hier ist er, der neue Torwart von Manchester City, Bert Trautmann. Scheuen Sie sich nicht, ihm Fragen zu stellen.
The Keeper is a British-German biographical film directed by Marcus H. Rosemuller and stars David Cross and Freya Mavor. Based on a beautiful true story, this goosebump-giving sports tale follows a young Englishwoman and the German prisoner of war, Bert Trautmann, who will later be considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Together, they have to overcome prejudice, public hostility, and personal tragedy. But they want to make the ambitious attempt to find sense again while dealing with the harsh reality.
Manchester hat eine große jüdische Gemeinde. Wie wird die wohl auf Sie als Keeper reagieren?
Lassen Sie uns die Fragen auf den Fußball
Unsere Leser haben das Recht zu erfahren, ob Ihr Fallschirmjäger in Kriegsverbrechen verwickelt war.
Der Krieg ist vorbei.
Sie erwarten doch nicht ernsthaft, dass wir auf diese Fragen
bitte, meine Herren, Gentlemen, bitte.
Number 4. Pelé, Birth of a Legend.
And it's a beautiful reverse flip over Simonson. A touch now ahead of past Bren, threading the needle round Parling. The entire Swedish defense coming after the youngster.
Pelé, Birth of a Legend is a biographical film written and directed by Jeff Zimbalist and Michael Zimbalist and stars Kevin De Paula, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Diego Boneta. While football is too often seen as a thing of Western culture, it has the power to reunite divided nations. This goes for Brazil, the underdog of the 1958 World Cup. With the help of a guiding manager, young and ambitious Pelé learns to utilize his street football skills and lead his nation to the most important tournament in the world. Number 3. Green Street Hooligans.
You stand your ground and fight. Fight? I don't know how to fight. Just fight to someone you hate. Come on, man.
Green Street Hooligans is a drama film directed by Lexi Alexander and stars Elijah Wood and Charlie Hunnam. Inspired by the legendary Fight Club, this exploration of football's way different, dark, and violent side showcases brutal wars between opposing football fans fighting each other before and after the games of their beloved teams. We follow young Matt, who is new in London and gets drawn into this horrifying world, right into its most dangerous conflicts.
Fuck it. I will take you with me. You might learn something.
About soccer?
Nah, mate. Not about soccer. And for fuck's sake, stop saying soccer.
Number 2. United.
Now, are you gonna bleat or work? Because that's what separates those who make it from those who don't.
I'm gonna work.
United is a 2011 British film directed by James Strong and stars David Tennant, Jack O'Connell, and Sam Claflin. The movie is based on the true story of Manchester United's legendary Busby Babes and the Munich air crash in 1958, in which 7 of the club's players got killed. By showing first-hand interviews with the survivors and their families, we get to see the inspirational story of a whole community negotiating a horrible tragedy.
We are their pride. At the end of the week, we set the world to rights for them. At least till Sunday morning. And we owe them the best. Now, you want to play in front of them, me and Mr. Busby need to know you'll give us the best in front of these 80,000, 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
Now go get me a juice box.
You know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to the juice box guy.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm just thirsty.
Why don't you go to hell?
No, you go to hell. While you're there, why don't you grab me a juice box?
I'm no juice box boy, I'll tell you that.
TJ made you look like an idiot.
No, boss. I know
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to push forward. I'm bringing in Sandy. You're playing behind. Now get the hell out there and show me some cojones.
We want to try out for the boys' team.
Anything besides that?
Coach, come on. You know that we're good enough.
I don't know that that's a thing that I know.
What? All we're asking for is one shot.
Number 1. The Damned United.
He offered us a job. Now someone else has offered us a better one. And not just anyone, the best team in the country.
The Damned United is a 2009 sports drama film directed by Tom Hooper and stars Michael Sheen, Timothy Spall, Colm Meaney, and Jim Broadbent. Being one of the most memorable sports and football movies ever made, The Damned United tells the confrontational yet humorous story of Brian Clough's doomed 44-day tenure as the manager of an English football team. The best he can do is leave the field with glory and leave behind a successful legacy that many will remember. To do that, he has 44 days.
We can build them up. Make them our own, like we did with Hartlepool, like we did with Derby. And then what? Bottle again as soon as it comes to the big time. That's always been the trouble with you, Pete. No ambition. That's the trouble with you, Brian. Too much ambition.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.